I take no joy in listening to my colleagues on the other side of the aisle admitting that they always plan to surrender. I don't take any joy in that whatsoever, even though they're saying it, and it is an admission that...
Will the gentleman yield since he's characterizing my comment?
I will not yield. The fact that President Trump didn't surrender, look, I don't know how you view that, but I see that as an accolade. Yes, it was a difficult situation. But the thought that the first thing that America would do would be to surrender is abhorrent to me, is abhorrent. Now, this event is about the fact that the Secretary refuses to appear. That's what this is about. Some of my friends on the other side of the aisle will say it's political theater, like they've never engaged in any of that, because of the timing. The chairman has clearly laid out the entreaties in good faith that he's made to the Secretary over a long period of time. We all know this because we're on this committee. We've been informed of this all along. We are at this late hour for this event because the Secretary has continuously refused to be present. Yeah, he sent other people, other representatives. The American people demand the answers from the top, not from middle management and people unaccountable. Now, Secretary Blinken has lied to the American people in fantastic fashion in the past, which is why it's important to get him here face-to-face on the record. He lied decidedly and intently, purposefully about the Hunter Biden laptop to ensure or to help ensure the election of Joe Biden. He did that. We all know that. The record is clear. And it is why the chairman has demanded his presence here in front of the American people in this committee to see if he will do that yet again, because not only in the balance were the 13 lives unnecessarily lost in the final days at Abbey Gate, but it is the credibility of the United States of America that has been on the line and has been shattered and destroyed by the incompetence of the decisions made by this administration and likely by the Secretary. With that in mind, it is not convenience, it is the obligation, it is the duty of this committee's requirement, responsibility for oversight to have the Secretary here to answer these questions on behalf of the American people and certainly on behalf of those who lost their lives and those who are still living who have suffered horrific injuries. And for those of you who may say, well, he's not, the chairman's not authorized to demand the Secretary be here, I'll remind everybody here that this is a duly constituted committee with the appropriate number of members from each side agreed to and giving this committee the authority and the responsibility to request the Secretary's presence. This is not a joyful occasion, and certainly hearing my friends on the other side of the aisle say that we always intended to surrender. Well, I will tell you, Afghanistan, Vietnam, Grenada, you name it, Panama, as a person who wore the uniform and as a proud American who holds an American passport, I never, ever thought that our country would surrender, ever. And I lament that we flippantly say, it doesn't matter if it was 2017 or 2020, it was always going to happen. For those who serve in uniform, for those who commit their lives in service to this nation, the offhanded comments about the surrender, well, they're beyond the pale to me. Mr. Chairman, I'll yield the balance.
Gentleman yields.